Yo, what's good, you guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, guys. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, but we're not playing Roblox or any gaming video today. We're starting up a new series. Today I'm going to be talking about, or just mostly the series is about me just, you know, kind of scraping the surface of some various topics that'll help you improve, because I've been really engaged with motivational content. I've been consuming it, on social media platforms and just in general for like a year now. And I feel like I've gained some, I got a long way to go. I'm young, I got a lot to learn, but I feel like I've gained some sort of some closure on some topics that I want to talk about. And that's exactly what I want to do, because when I heard these things, I was like, wow, that makes me motivated, that makes me happy, and it changed my life. It really did. It really changed my life. So if I could help you guys out, shed some light for you guys, that's exactly what I want to do. So today's topic, and it's about, new series. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, like talks, little talk with Ash. I don't know. We'll see. But this is gonna be more like, I want to do more IRL videos as well. So expect to see more. Once the world kind of starts moving again, then I could do more stuff. But right now the world's stopped. We all know why. No need to say it. So expect that. But I can do some things, including this, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now I have to work around a schedule. You're gonna be seeing majority of gaming videos, but this I want to do maybe once a week if I can. I'll maybe doing it like once a week with 6 other days being gaming, and we'll see where that takes me. And today is what, Friday? So maybe every Friday I'll do a talk. I gotta keep myself reminded. But yeah, so today we're gonna be talking about how to get over the fear of judgment. How to stop caring about what other people think of you, because it truly ruins your life. It feels like you're tied down to other people's opinions, and you don't live your life to the fullest because you're always making moves based on what people think of it. We want to stop that, because you're gonna be like everybody else, just normal. Who wants to be normal? Who wants to be that guy? Why don't you go and step out and do what you want to do? Because there's gonna be a time where you're gonna regret not doing it. You gotta make sure you cannot let yourself do that. So there's I want to try to keep these videos as minimal and as short as possible, but still getting a good enough amount of information out, because it's huge, right? It's huge. So the first thing by doing this, face it head on. Okay, I want to say that right off the bat, because more of the various topics I'm going to be talking about will include that same phrase, face it head on. How do you expect? Let me run a metaphor really quickly, okay? So hypothetically speaking, okay, you want to become a tennis player, a really good one too. You want to become a pro tennis player, but you only swim. Sure. How do you expect to become a good tennis player when you only swim? It's not really possible. So what would you do? You would go and play tennis, practice tennis, learn tennis, right? You would. Perfect. So when you want to get over something, or you want to get good at something, or you want to face something, you have to go there to do it, right? And I know that's probably not what a lot of people want to hear, because they're the ones fearing it. But hey, it's possible, all right? I used to be in a space in my mind where I really did care about what others thought about me. I was making moves based on what other people would think. And yeah, it's not a fun life to live. And once I broke free from that and I stopped caring about what others thought of me, you become at peace. I promise you. And this is why I'm starting off with episode 1, because it's crazy. I actually did speak about this, maybe not this, but I spoke about like this, like me and you guys, with at the cottage, when I did that cottage vlog in the summer. I picked up quite the audience then, which is, I love that. Thank you guys so much, by the way, for showing support. Like, subscribe, by the way. Should have said that, but I've gained an audience since that vlog, because it was in the summer. It's been like half a year now, so it's been some time. But I still want to talk about this. This is going to become a series on my channel, so let's get into it. All right, first thing you got to do, face it head on, right? The best thing I can recommend to face it head on, because it's not something that's in front of you. It's like it's like a energetic thing. So it's mindset. It's everything. You got to challenge yourself. Okay, this is the biggest thing. Step out of your comfort zone. You have to challenge yourself. So the best way I could say, and this is what I did, okay? This is what I did. So every single time something comes up where you make a decision, right? Like wear this, or do this or do that. So you got to look at it when you realize you're over here comparing yourself. So you're over here like, what would so and so think about this? Would I get judged for doing this, that, and the other? When you know you're doing that, you have to catch yourself. And you got to go, yo, you can't be doing that. Make the decision for you. So even if you think there's going to be people bashing you, who cares? Ask yourself right now, why does it matter about what other people think about you? I'll give you a second. Come up with anything? Probably not, because it does not matter at all. You won't become less of a person or more of a person due to how someone thinks about you. It's all about what you let in and what you do afterwards. Everything is within. I promise you that. So make sure of that, all right? Make sure that when you get to that point where you're like, I don't want to do this because I feel like I'll get judged. That is when you have to do it. Because then you'll realize, number one, it isn't that big of a deal as you're making it. Two, you realize how much rewarding it is that you're doing something for you. And three, overall, just become a better human being, which is this is exactly why I'm doing this series, to become a better human being. Just become a better you, because once again, I have a younger audience. I want to make sure you guys are being put on the right path. And I got a lot to learn myself. I know I got a lot to learn. But I mean, I can shed some light on some topics, help you guys out, get you guys on the right path. Not maybe not walking, that's your own path, but I can get you on it, hopefully, right? So let's run an example. I love examples. You'll be seeing a lot of examples in the series. It just helps for better understanding. I love examples. When people tell me examples, it just helps me understand. So I'm going to be giving you guys examples, okay? So let's say you have to take out one of your dogs, or you have to take out the trash. Let's just say in an imaginary world you have a dog. And if you do already, cool, good for you. All right, listen. You have to go do that. But you're wearing a shirt that is, number one, doesn't really fit you at all. Number two, has like a weird saying on it and it just looks ugly. It's not your style, but you wear it in the house because it's comfortable. Okay, sure. So you go to yourself, let me change my shirt before I take the dog out because people will judge me. I wonder what this person will think of it. Wonder how people are going to see me. Wonder what people are going to think. Right? And so what do you think you do? You go and change your shirt. And now you're, wearing a nice shirt and you're walking out. But I want you to challenge yourself. Yes, it's nice to look good when you're outside and stuff like that, but when it comes down to challenging yourself, this is just an example. There's people living all these types of lives. I just want to get you guys with a good example. So, you say to yourself, all right, well, what would this person think? What would that person think? Instead, you keep the shirt on and you go outside. You challenge yourself. Because then once you're outside with that shirt on, you realize people aren't judging you. People don't really, not that, I'm not saying people don't care about you, but like the situation that you're overthinking, people aren't really overthinking. They don't really care about that, and you realize how much rewarding it is that you did something for you. You moved in the right path for you. And it's just the way to be. It's just the way to go. Put yourself in a position to be judged and watch how less significant it actually is to you and how you think about it and just to everything else. I believe when it comes to that fear of judgment, a lot of people have a thing called the spotlight effect. I believe it is called. The spotlight effect is when you do something. Doesn't matter what it is. You're out in public, you're doing this, you're doing that, and you just automatically think like that someone is judging you. People are going to be like, there's eyes on you constantly. And like, this is an effect that is just all mental. It's literally your reality you're creating in your head that is causing you to feel this way. Because let me ask you a question. If you truly think that way, let me ask you something. So when you go into a public place, do you monitor one individual and watch what they do every second and judge them based off what they're doing? No. You know why you're not? Because you have a life to live yourself. Everyone around you has a life to live themselves. Meaning, when you do something, they're not going to be pinpointing you. You got to see through that. But your mind is going to create a reality for you that will, it'll be like, oh yeah, that is happening, and you're going to believe it, and you're going to get upset because of it. So you got to get rid of that spotlight effect. Do things for you. Don't regret, because you're going to be old, and you're going to be like, I don't really have a lot of time anymore to do what I want to do. I wish I would have just stopped caring about what others think about me. I'm telling you, this happens. Like, don't be like, oh, this wouldn't happen. This happens. People regret. Fear is temporary. Regret is forever. Heard that quote somewhere on TikTok. So true. That fear you're feeling, we're like, oh, I don't want to go outside with this shirt on. Oh, it's ugly. Oh, it's this. That's temporary. You're not making moves based on, what you want to do. Instead, you're making moves about what other people want you to do and everything like that. Like, you're going to regret that one day. I'm telling you. So the main focus to having a better mind is to tune out the negativity. If someone gives you praise, someone gives you positivity, acknowledge it, be respectful, and say your thank yous. But if someone wants to give you the opposite, someone wants to give you that negativity, don't entertain it. Don't entertain it at all. And when you challenge yourself and you put yourselves in positions to be embarrassed, you'll realize how you're not even embarrassed. You realize that you're only making yourself, and these people are living all individual lives. Now, if someone's coming to you from their perspective, this is the final thing I want to talk about. If someone's coming to you to actually hate on you, this is the final thing. A lot of people initially, when someone hates on them, the person thinks about replying back. Maybe saying a disrespectful thing back. Someone comes to you, says something disrespectful, you want to go and say something disrespectful back. And you may be thinking, oh, it feels good in the moment, but in the long term, it's not going to do you any justice. Let me tell you why. People are like, when someone hates on you, they expect a reaction. Do you go up to someone and say, hey, how are you? Do you expect them to ignore you? No, you expect them to say, I'm good, how are you? Or something on the lines of that, right? And that's how it is. So when someone comes at you with that disrespect, they expect you to be having a reaction. Say something back. They love that. For whatever reason, I can never understand it, but they do. So what you need to do is you need to understand where it's coming from and how to avoid it. This is by far, and I'm going to explain it a little bit before I wrap this video, by far the best way to get over that when someone comes after you. The fear of judgment, I already spoke about how to get over that. Challenge yourself, put yourselves in position to be embarrassed, and watch how your life changes because, yeah, step out of your comfort zone, and these people have own lives to live, right? The second thing is how to deal with hate when it comes to you. Literally, understand where it comes from. This person woke up and chose to do that. They can't be living a good life that way. Mentally, they might not be there, and you shooting back at someone like that is, number one, fighting two wrongs don't make a right, number one. And that could hurt their feelings too, You're defending yourself, but still, you gotta watch it, right? Here's the thing to get rid of that. Not necessarily get rid of it, because there's gonna be people trying to get a little bit of a rise out of you all the time. It's just how it's gonna be. But the best way to tune it out so you don't care about the hate that comes after you, there's a difference between fearing that it's gonna happen and actually having it happen to you. That's why I want to make two separate parts of this. You want to go right ahead and ignore it. Let me explain why, okay? Let me explain why you want to legitimately act like that was never said. Let me explain why. So number one, there's a couple of reasons. The person who's hating on you is going to eventually give up. Because if they come to you and say something like, you suck, for example, and you don't even acknowledge it, they're going to be like, what's this guy about? Why is... I just said he sucked. Are you going to say anything about it? And if they keep trying to nag at you and pick and pull at you, and you're not doing anything, they're gonna get so mad at themselves, they won't bother anymore. It's like you going up to a brick wall every single day being like, hey, and expecting a reply back. It's not gonna happen. And you're eventually gonna get so tired going to that brick wall and saying, hey, that you're just gonna give up. That's exactly the way to do it. So that's the first thing. Second thing is it's helping you out. You're subconsciously telling yourself that right there is nothing. You don't pay attention to that right there, which is the negativity. The hate that is coming after you, you don't pay attention to. And not only is it helping you because you're not involved with it, it's countering the best for them and you. And also, subconsciously, you're reprogramming your mind to believe that is not valuable because if it was, you'd be paying attention to it. If you don't pay attention to it, then it's just going to stop. It's just going to stop being valuable. Trust me, this is the way to go. I had this experience happen to me where I was getting it was like a really weird time. It was like a long time ago. And I was getting, it wasn't, I don't know if it was bullied, but I was getting picked on quite a bit at one point in my life. And everyone does at one point. That's why I want to make that. That's why I want to talk about that. Everyone gets picked on at least a couple of times in their lives. And what I decided to do is I decided to legitimately tune it out. Acted like that person that was saying those things was not there. They were like a ghost. And they eventually stopped. Because what are they going to do? Continue to do it when they legitimately have no reason to, when they're talking to a brick wall? You're not associating yourself with the drama, and once again, you're subconsciously telling yourself, this is the way it is. Now listen, this is way easier said than done. A lot of the times you want to have that urge to kick back and say something back, like, no, you suck. You know what I'm saying? And although, once again, that does feel good in the moment to kick back, in the long term, they feed off of that, so don't do it. Think long term, not short term. Always remember that. And with the whole statement that it's not going to be that easy, I didn't say it was, number one. And second of all, hey, if you got to let that emotion out, when you're in a space where they're not paying attention, do it. But there's gonna be a time where you're gonna, you're gonna ignore it just like you normally do, and then you're gonna be at that point in time where you're gonna let emotions out, and it won't even happen. You're gonna be like, not bad. You're gonna be over it, and watch what that does for you. So now I've talked about how to get over the fear of judgment. Number one, how to get over that urge that's holding you back, and now I've also talked about what to do when you get hated on when it's actually in front of your face. So yeah, just to kind of wrap everything up, for the first topic, how to stop the fear of judgment, go out there, put yourself out there, get out of your comfort zone, watch how it's not that bad as you're making it seem, you're creating this own reality in your head, watch how better it becomes for you, put yourselves in positions to be embarrassed, which won't even happen. Once again, the whole shirt example I was talking about. Rewind if you want to watch that one again. And the second topic, which was the how to deal with the hate when it comes to you. Ignore it. Subconsciously not proven, but like subconsciously reprogramming your brain to believe that it's it is not benefiting you, you'll tune it out, and your subconscious mind will also tune it out. It's you know, they're gonna give up because they're over here like, why is this person not talking back? Why? I'm just gonna give up. It's useless. You know, that's not even the biggest. It's not even the biggest thing for them to stop. But you know, it's good, and that's a good way. That's the best way to do it. Don't entertain people because they're doing it for a reason. They want to get a rise out of you. Don't entertain them, and they'll stop. And if they don't, then you're subconsciously detached from it, so it won't even matter anyways. But yeah, that's it. I don't know if I said this in the beginning of the video, but I want to do this weekly. Yeah. Maybe on every Friday, considering today is Friday. I want to do this every single day if I can. But that's basically it. I'm new to this, though, so, you know, maybe a scenery change or something like that. This is uncut, though, because I want to speak everything I have on my mind. And that's basically it. You guys matter. I love all of you guys, and I'm glad that you're seeing this side of me now as well, because I'm doing gaming videos mostly, but I'm also doing these once a week, because these are awesome, and I want to help you guys out. That's it for me, guys. I love all of you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Peace out.